stopped walking. Are you still gonna pretend you're passing by?
Answering your call isn't easy, kitten.
Oh, God.
Is your number some kind of lottery hotline? I spent the entire afternoon trying to contact you.
I'm sorry, we're here now. Really, it's probably because my phone was on Do Not Disturb. Looks like you're today's lucky caller.
You're out of breath. Running again, I presume?
Yep, just one more lap and I'll have perfectly hit today's workout goal.
So, you called me now because you wanted me to witness your moment of triumph?
You called me. Actually, it was a misdial. You know how easy it is to accidentally tap the screen while working out.
Oh, I'll hang up then.
Don't, I was kidding. I'm stretching right now. The workout was exhausting and I need your voice to recharge.
Well, accept that as your reason, kitten. But you were going pretty fast for your last lap.
How do you know that? I haven't finished my run yet. It started raining, so I took shelter. Can you hear the soft pitter-patter of the rain?
I checked the weather forecast. The rain won't be stopping anytime soon.
Forgot I gotta change. Oh, no.
You forgot to check the weather before heading out, but remembered to turn on Do Not Disturb. Interesting.
I know what you're trying to say. You've never used Do Not Disturb before?
Never.
Really? Of course. Who would dare to disturb Silas, our big bad boss man? Your status alone keeps people at bay.
Don't bother with the flattery. You're the only one who calls me anyway.
When you put it that way, I feel a little guilty. What does putting you in a group with priority notifications sound?
I wasn't already in a special group on your phone?
Huh? I couldn't hear you. The thunder is really loud and the rain is getting heavier. What did you say?
Where are you? I'm already near your place.
What? Are we going for a romantic stroll in the rain?
We'll be skipping the romantic stroll in this weather. I drove over just to avoid someone getting caught in the rain after her workout. Nursing a sick patient isn't exactly my strong suit.
Oh, we're giving this to, we are texting Silas. Ah,
Are you home right now?
Silas, did something happen?
I'll cut to the chase. Luke and Kieran have a gift. They'll be at your doorstep in 30 minutes. And I want you to receive it in person.
They have a gift or they're bringing a gift from someone? What is it? Hold on, I didn't tell you where I live. Did you do some investigating or something?
You're so vigilant, sweetie. But I didn't look into where your home is, hence why I'm calling.
How do you know they're 30 minutes away from me? I'm not telling you anything.
That's fine with me. Guess I'll have to trouble Luke and Kieran. They'll stop by the Hunters Association's Lost and Found and say the gift is yours.
You're the leader of Honest Kindness. Is there even a reason for you to use the same methods as a scammer?
You're right. It's not efficient. I should just tape a piece of paper to the elevator on your team's floor.
I would appreciate that. Very authentic, very callback. Not really done that often these days, no? Don't you dare, and don't come to my house or look for me at the association.
Then tell me how you want to receive the gift. They're already en route.
I'll send the address for a P.O. box. I'll get it later. Also, Luke and Kieran can't happen to be going the same way as me when I go home. They're also not allowed to accidentally remember my address.
Yes. Just make sure the package doesn't get scanned.
Ugh, that's a little worrying. Why? What are you even giving me?
A gun. Yours are so
Okay.
cumbersome, so I spent 2 days making you a new one.
Huh?
It'll help you better deal with wanderers. The gun is very...
No! Lincoln City is not the N109 zone. This is illegal. I don't understand. Is the weapons we use, do we have that made from Evil? So is that we can't use like real guns or whatever? I don't want the association to punish me after I received your gift.
That's why I told you to get it in person.
Yeah, we should just go get the gun. I refuse. I am a law-abiding citizen. Anti-gun. There are actual monsters in this universe, so...
A law-abiding citizen who has a fake identity and makes deals in the nest.
I'll take a gun. Free gun? Yeah, I'll take one. I'll report it to the association myself. It's none of your business.
Such are the things I'm not allowed to do. Yet, you could use nicer words when speaking to me. Just saying. All right, Lincoln City is your territory, I concede. Call me if you need me. And as for your gift, I'll give it to you next time we meet.
2 months later. In the dimly lit room, silhouettes lurk in the shadows. Holographic screens flicker with images of protocores being sold. Each flash is accompanied by a symbol marking their status. In the corner is a man whose pockets are heavy with poker chips. He takes out his phone and inputs an encrypted code with ease. The dark web interface on the screen sputters and pops up a series of windows, even more mysterious. Huh? Anyone know about what happened in the no-hunt zone last night? Dee-dee-da-da-dee. Wait. Dee-dee-da-dee-da. Rumors say 50 wanderers, maybe an ether core track the wanderers. Someone trying to frame wanderers, maybe? Don't spread rumors. Saw known protocore smugglers. Investigate and report back. Neo. Dee-dee-da-dee-da. A photo appears on the screen. Surrounded by bodyguards, a notorious protocore merchant walks into the hotel.
Welcome to the Silver Screen Hotel.
We work overtime for 2 months dealing with these protocore smugglers. After that, it's vacation time.
Several hidden bugs and cameras fall as Simone deactivates them. She brushes off the dust on her hands and casually tosses a transmitter into the corner.
After Operation Ether Ordeal secretly started, this is our first mission together? I figured we'd have chances to work together since you are also here.
We're actually here.
But things have gotten hectic with mission after mission.
Simone is cute. Simone used to be in Unicorn's armament tech. She has the micro modification evil. Oh, that's interesting. And ever since she increased my hunter firearms firing rate by 2-fold, we've gone along well. Yeah, Lincoln's been a mess lately. I wonder when things will settle down.
At least it's nothing compared to the N109 zone. I heard you went in all by yourself 2 months ago. You made a mess out of Ani Kindness's protocore auction and left unscathed. You even managed to...
Yes, thank you. She lowers her voice. Her tone is half teasing, half curious.
You even managed to get your hands on a real ether core, right?
I thought she was going to say, get your hands on Silas. I was like, yeah, we did that. Let's do an ellipsis. The very ether core is resting inside my heart as an energy cluster. It's a secret. I haven't told anyone, not even the association's president. At a loss for words, I put on a helpless look. This is getting out of hand. At this rate, people will be saying I took down Silas all by myself and stopped Ani Kindness from taking over the N109 zone. Those also happened.
Who knows? Aren't you one of the few Anhosen class evolvers we have?
Anhosen?
Anyway, the N109 zone whispers about an ether core, and suddenly the groups on the dark web go nuts. I thought the association wouldn't bat an eye, but then Captain Jenna showed up and dragged me into the special operations team. It feels like we stumbled into something big, and that rumor being passed around becomes a truth. I always believed the Ether Core existed. I just never thought there was more than one. If these smugglers have the real deal, that baby's going straight into my railgun.
The elevator keeps climbing, as if it's taking us to a rooftop that's directly under the Deepspace tunnel. For a second, I feel like I'm back under the N109 zone's sky.
Allow me to jog your memory.
His voice is so good.
From your past to your future, to even all the crimes you'll inevitably commit. After all, you and me, we're the same.
My memories are too fragmented and unclear. Is it because of this ether core? My hand touches my chest, the warmth pulsating like another heartbeat.
Heads up, you two. We hacked the hotel's security system. You've been whitelisted and can come and go as you please.
Andrew, the captain of data analysis, is micromanaging all intel for Operation Ether Ordeal. He's communicating via earpiece.
Rendezvous in conference room 3909. It'll be showtime in 5 minutes.
A holographic 3D map of the hotel flickers to life before me, modules snapping into place. Simone winks. She's very proud of her latest gadget.
The moment you meet up with the target, Evo will be transmitted through your contact lenses device to alter his memories. He'll think you're the buyer he met before. You have a 30-minute window, so make it quick.
What are we doing? Understood. We'll grab the items and see if an ether core is present.
Anyway, we can fight our way out if things go south. Are you doubting my new gadget or her evol?
Simone adjusts my dress as she equips a protofield disruptor that's shaped like an earring. Our reflections stare back at us in the glass. Simone looks stylish in her secretary attire, and I'm wearing a simple, elegant dress. I didn't think I would be an heiress again after I returned to working as a hunter. At least my time in the N109 zone taught me how to bluff. How long has it been since then? Did it say 2 months? A ding announces that we've arrived on the 39th floor. Simone and I exchange a look. Here we are. Let's do this. One hour
With all
later.
this fuss, I thought I'd finally see the real deal.
That's
But
it?
these were all duds.
All that setup just for that? While we didn't get an ether core, the mission wasn't a waste of time. We have these modified protocores. The protocore smugglers are taken away, and Simone and I return to the Hunters Association.
Special authorization confirmed. Good job, everyone. Do your weapons or gear need to be maintained or repaired? Put them on the table. And just between you and me, Hunter's Huntin' is serving a fancy meal tonight. Don't miss out.
Hunters Huntin'? That doesn't sound appropriate. The little robot loudly whispers as it almost waddles to the armory with my weapon.
Simone, your gear's suffered some wear and tear lately. Over 65% of it has been damaged in the past 2 weeks.
Where are we getting these percentages from?
If she didn't help you control your evil, that number would have been higher. 70% at least.
Andrew is glued to his multi-screen setup. The windows flicker to life like a digital butterfly swarm.
Look, if building a powerful weapon turns out to be a mistake, you can punish me. Also, lead Andrew, it's been 2 months already. Are there any signs of that ether core? I can understand why the association hasn't told anyone about this. It can't be about saving face, no?
Alright, check this out.
Ooh, head honcho. A rolled-up combat uniform lands on the table. We look up to see Jenna walking toward the control desk.
Captain, what's going on?
A weird yet familiar feeling pulls at my chest. I unfold the uniform. There lies a flat, round object I recognize.
It's a hurt knave's head.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Simone wrinkles her nose in disgust. Without missing a beat, she snatches a pen from Andrew's desk and uses it to push the head away. He ignores the look on his face. How could they just leave a head? Where's the protocol? Okay, wait, now I gotta look this up. What is it? Hurt knave's head? Oh, it's a type of wanderer. Oh, okay. I'm like, what? Could they just leave a head? Where's the protocore? Jenna finishes drinking her water and tears open a package. She takes out a bread roll.
Because there was only the head. It showed up on Faye Street without anything else. The protocore must still be in its body, but who knows where that is.
Did the head land somewhere, or was the head alive?
So, already you can see something's not right here.
Everyone casts their gazes on me. Slowly nod. I do? Can sense a protocurve. It's similar to the one I brought back from No Hunt Zone number 7 2 months ago. There's more to it. Is it related to the ether core?
Yes, we've detected a large beta protocurve on this head.
That's a new fancy term. Captain, what's a beta protocurve?
Jenna takes a moment to gather herself. She stands up, and the control desk flickers a couple of times. A holographic 3D map is projected from it.
Remember that incident last month? It occurred on the 8th at 9 a.m. Lincoln Bridge's main pier disappeared from the river for 20 minutes. And on the 14th at 3 a.m., rainbow mists appeared in Goldwood City. Specifically, they materialized in 6 districts within 4 seconds of one another. Then on the 29th, an incident occurred at 4:30 p.m. An ice cream parlor in the Ring Imperial Center was flipped, and customers on the top floor were trapped in the first floor's freezer.
Oh, that would be awful.
The Wanderers behind these have one thing in common. The protocurve produced by their protocores are capable of distorting space itself. We're calling this unique protocurve a beta protocurve for now. I won't get into the details of the analysis. However, after comparing it with the protocurve produced from the Deepspace tunnel region that's in the N109 zone, our current findings reveal that...
Jenna leans forward. She grips the control desk to emphasize her words.
An ether core is involved. Based on our observations of these Wanderers, the Intel Department and Advanced Tech Labs predict we'll observe more beta protocurves in the future. That's where new ether cores might appear.
On the map with Lincoln City at its center, points of interest start appearing. They are potential locations, and they're everywhere. Some are even thousands of kilometers away from the city.
Everyone, it's getting dark. Night will fall, and we all know the big guys lurking in Lincoln's shadows are about to make their move.
Captain Jenna revealed a lot of info today. There's another ether core aside from the one in my heart and the one in Silas's eye. It could be any one of those locations. But it could be in any of those locations, and this ether core might be incomplete, similar to how the one in my heart was at first. Oh wait, our heart is complete now? It will take some time to find that ether core.
Our mission goes beyond just collecting ether cores. We also need to investigate the shady organizations that covet them for their own goals. They're essentially a ticking time bomb.
Are we a shady organization?
We'll split up for now, but try not to alert the enemy. We don't want to make things worse. Hey, I don't know what you went through in the N109 zone, but this operation is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't be a hero every 5 seconds. Patience is key.
I love Jenna's character, but I do wish she looked older than a 14-year-old. But otherwise, voice is nice. You know, makeup pretty nice. After spitting out my toothpaste, I put down my toothbrush and stare at my reflection in the bathroom mirror. I unearthed some interesting info in the association's archives today. There are also a few loose ends from my time in the N109 zone that need to be addressed. I should first deal with what I can handle right now. So... continue the branch story to unlock the ending. Thorns under the moon, land of secret flames, voyage of the outcast. Oh. Whoa! Okay, wait. What does this look like then? Oh, so it's not. Oh, huh. Zayne. Sound of footsteps reverberate, a hollow echo upon the marble floor. Looking up, Zayne once again sees that familiar silhouette of the girl. From the quiet hospital corner, its walls grayish blue and dimly lit by incandescent lights, only the girl stands bright and resolute. Oh my god. That was overwhelming. I was not prepared for that. Yearning to call out to her, yet incapable of making a sound, he has no choice but to quicken his pace. He runs after her. Yet at that moment, terrifying black crystals erupt from the surrounding walls.
No. Stop.
Without warning, the entire space distorts. Those sharp spikes hurtle toward the girl's throat. Panicking, she turns to face him. As their eyes meet, her lips quiver in despair, softly whispering broken, desperate sounds. Zayne. Zayne! Zayne? Zayne? Ah, so cute. Inside Asko's rehabilitation center, Zayne suddenly opens his eyes. He's in a sleeping pod, and his unfocused gaze slowly adjusts. Did you have another nightmare?
Yes.
Rubbing his temples, he sits up. In his eyes is a reflection of my concerned expression.
Don't worry. Lying down in a large box with eyes staring at me. If I could sleep well with that happening, then you'd actually have something to worry about.
Hey, I care about you. And what else am I supposed to do? Someone hasn't gotten a good night's sleep ever since he returned from Mount Eternal. He also keeps using nightmares as an excuse. After returning from Mount Eternal 2 months ago, Zayne's health hasn't been good. Has it been another 2 months? So has it been like 4 months since we met Silas? It's gotten to the point where he can't sleep at all. However, he doesn't talk about what happened in the Arctic. This recurring nightmare is the only thing he willingly shared with me. We still have a business trip next week. At this rate, the doctor might end up collapsing before his patients.
Even if I collapse, there will always be another doctor to take over. No matter what.
Bad answer. I press my finger against his lips as a warning. No matter how many doctors there are, they're for other people. My doctor is right here in front of me.
All right. I'll be careful and stay alive.
Zayne's barely smiling is so cute too. Don't let my worries be a burden on you. I think you started having nightmares after I gave you that crystal fragment from the N109 zone. Zayne takes his coat from the coat rack beside the wall. Together, we enter the corridor.
They aren't connected, so don't overthink it. It's just a coincidence.
I love Zayne's yellow eyes.
Speaking of which, there's been progress with the analysis of that crystal.
Is it related to protocore syndrome?
At the moment, I've developed a hypothesis based on the data. I'll share the details with you once there are conclusive results.
Stepping into the elevator, I pressed the button for the ground floor. Zayne's reflection appeared on the closed doors. Okay. The dark circle under his eyes, underlining a deeper weariness. Take your time. You should deal with your insomnia first.
Since I can't sleep, I might as well be productive with my time.
Sleeping is productive. Well, it's not that doctors can't treat themselves. They don't actually want to be treated. I ordered some milk for you. It'll be delivered to your place and should help you. So, the hypnotic music.
Are you referring to the lullaby playlist? Did you forget how old I am?
I'm just trying to help as a normal hunter. You don't have to listen to me, Dr. Zayne.
Since I am your one and only doctor, I should listen to you.
We step out of the elevator. My watch begins to ring. Someone's calling me. I gesture to Zayne and then move to the side to answer it. Captain Jenna.
Hey, are you available right now? We've detected beta protocurve activity in a certain location.
Okay, so it's been 2 months after that. Okay. After a brief explanation, Captain Jenna quickly ends the call. Or at least 2 months since then.
Why are you frowning? Did something happen?
My mission got an update. I need to check in with Captain Jenna, so I might not be able to have dinner with you. No! Just as I'm about to sprint to the hospital's main entrance, a pair of hands lands on my...
Don't run just yet.
What happened? He has his hands on my shoulders and steers me in a different direction. Okay.
I'll drive you there.
Okay. Upon arriving at the association, I found Alpha's team office engulfed in silence. Only Jenna stands before the control desk. Her gaze is fixed on a few zoomed-in photos that are being projected.
Perfect timing. Let's look at these together.
She waves her hand, and those photos are pushed toward me. As I approach to get a closer look, it becomes evident that a distinct figure appears in every picture. Is it me? This figure is also marked with conspicuous colors, which show traces of a beta protocurve. Oh, okay, it's not me. All of them are from the same wanderer.
Yes, including this morning. Andrew has found its traces 5 times. Beta protocurve activity was detected in every instance.
That means it's related to an ether core.
It could very well be carrying one, or an ether core fragment.
Another screen comes into view, showcasing an array of data and information. And positioned at the center is a blurred image of a wanderer.
This wanderer can move by distorting space, and we haven't captured a complete image of it yet. However, the Intel department made a discovery. In areas where it did appear, many patients with protocore syndrome have fallen into a coma. Some even go into shock.
My gaze then falls on the left side of the screen. The text reads, Location, Chancia City.
I'll be heading to Chancia City next week.
Oh, Chancia.
There are a few patients with a severe case of protocore syndrome, so they require Oxo Hospital's assistance for their treatment.
Those patients that Zayne mentioned might actually be victims of this wanderer.
Right now, we suspect there's a connection between these 2 incidents. We could start looking into those patients. And it just so happens that Oxo Hospital will send a medical team to Chancia City next week.
Captain, I would like to make a request. Let me join the medical team as a hunter escort to investigate the Wanderer.
Your request has been approved.
Yes.
Our Chansha branch has also started its own operation. Your mission is to confirm whether or not there are signs of an ether core. You can contact us anytime if you need help. We'll be there to offer whatever assistance we can.
Can the office detect that we have an ether core? Understood. I'll be careful. As I leave the association, Zayne's figure appears in the distance. He's been patiently waiting by the road. Just as I'm about to walk over, a massive bouquet of white roses suddenly appears and engulfs my vision.
Miss, I've heard so much about you. It's an honor to finally meet you in person.
Ugh. And you are?
I'm sorry. I almost forgot that this is our first meeting.
Okay.
But you should have already received my business card a few days ago, along with the flowers.
Okay. The man has a gentle gaze, as if to be friendly. He extends his other hand towards me.
I'm Carter, from Xander Sciences.
Whoa, that's wild. It's my brother's name. I recall seeing a business card that had mysteriously appeared on my desk not too long ago. It was accompanied by attention-grabbing deliveries as well. Oh, those were from you?
Thanks to your efforts in apprehending those protocore merchants, Xander Sciences was able to recover a valuable batch of protocores.
Oh, is this like a business thing?
Many patients were saved as a result. Naturally, I wanted to express my gratitude. I wonder if you'll do me the honor of having dinner with me, miss?
Okay, I was kind of hoping.
She already has plans for tonight.
A hand pushes away the bouquet. Zayne then pulls me to his side, and he moves to stand between me and Carter. Upon seeing Zayne's face, Carter's expression noticeably darkens.
What a coincidence, Zayne.
Oh, you know what? I don't think we've seen Jealous Zayne yet, because we have with Xavier and Raphael.
It's been such a long time since we last saw each other. Why don't the three of us have dinner together? My treat.
My gaze quickly shifts from Carter's smile to Zayne's indifferent eyes. I sort of understand what's going on. I'm sorry, Mr. Carter. The association strictly prohibits hunters from accepting dinner invitations for work purposes.
Let's go.
Just as I'm about to turn around, the bouquet blocks my path again.
Miss, I understand there are rules about not having dinner, but the flowers didn't do anything wrong, right?
I do love roses. They smell really good. I would take them. Before I have the opportunity to decline, Zayne swiftly takes the white roses. He glances at them, and with a blank expression, he gives the roses back to Carter.
They're much appreciated. Unfortunately, there's no room for them in my car.
Miss Hunter?
With Zayne holding my arm, I leave. Carter persistently follows us. Oh my god!
Actually, I'm here to give you a reminder. The outside world isn't as safe as Lincoln. Be careful when you're traveling.
Okay. That guy was weird. Felt ominous.
Seatbelt.
Zayne turns the steering wheel and the car joins the stream of flowing traffic. That guy seems to know you pretty well. Are you acquainted with him? Xander Sciences. I feel like I've heard that name from somewhere. Oh yeah.
Your colleague praised you, saying there are things only the two of you can do. I'm very curious now. Xander Sciences will provide you with the best staff, the best lab, and even the best treatment.
Person Raymond mentioned when we were at his place. That's Carter, right?
We studied under the same professor. That's it. The paths we're walking are completely different.
You two aren't like-minded from what I can tell. I also feel like he's A bit suspicious, a bit crazy. I want to say suspicious. He keeps mentioning things offhand. A little suspicious. It was obvious he didn't show up just to invite me to dinner. I can see you're very cautious around him. Was there bad blood between you two? You can tell me about it.
It's not interesting.
Bill would like to hear it. Zayne has bad blood with someone, and he's very wary of him. Isn't that interesting already?
The fact that he gave you roses is more than enough to put me on high alert. But when he told you to be careful while traveling...
Yeah, that.
I doubt that was a simple, friendly reminder.
Or was it a threat? Just as I'm about to tell Zayne about my trip, I think twice. I shake my head and smile. Maybe Carter was annoyed by how we were ignoring him. That's why he tried to scare us. Zayne glances at me, a hint of amusement in his eyes. He doesn't say anything else about this topic. Three days later, Lincoln Airport. Whoa, who's that? He's cute. In the bustling airport lounge, Grayson is stunned. Several seconds pass before he finally blinks.
So, you're our hunter escort this time?
He sounds way older than what he looks like. An older adult? I was actually thinking he was like maybe an intern or something. Pleased with Grayson's reaction, I can't help but imagine what expression Zayne will have when he sees me later. Oh my god, he better be here. I move closer to him and shake my plane ticket at him. What's that expression? Do you feel relieved, or are you are you even more anxious?
Do you want to know the truth?
Whoa, what happened to the music? Oh my god. While Grayson's tone sounds lighthearted, a subtle tinge of concern appears on his expression.
They say the hospitals are doing an academic exchange. But in reality, we're going there to help them. Why else would they send such a large team? Or even request a hunter escort for that matter?
Having Zayne fly all the way there, the situation must be pretty bad. Oh yeah, I guess that does sound pretty.
Actually, the main problem is with one of the patients.
Grayson lowers his voice and leans in closer.
His biopsy results show that the crystals in his heart have a certain shape and structure that's different from the ones you'd see with protocore syndrome.
Ooh.
Also, when he was admitted to the hospital, he caused a metaflux burst.
If worried I wouldn't believe him, Grayson takes out his phone and shows me a video. It's weird Grayson has a full model. Is he gonna be like someone important?
My friend who works at Chancha Hospital sent me this. All the flux stabilizers in the ER went down. It was a mess.
Oh my god. In the video, the sound of an alarm fills the air, and the lights flicker uncontrollably. Despite the shaky and blurred footage, the chaotic nature of the scene is unmistakable. An abnormal heart, sudden burst of metaflex. A picture begins to form in my mind, something strangely familiar.
Thankfully, no wanderers showed up, but it's strange considering how high the fluctuation index was.
The fluctuation index only tells us the chances of a wanderer appearing. Not guaranteed. But given the nature of the energy fluctuation, it's weird not a single wanderer appeared. I watched the video again to search for anything I might have missed. Was the metaflux a result of the patient being exposed to that wanderer and the beta protocurve? Grayson, do you mind showing me the other documents related to this?
Sure. What would you like to see?
You shouldn't make assumptions when things are still uncertain.
But that's the best time. That's what makes them the most fun. Ooh. As Grayson and I lean in, a hand suddenly appears between us. Grayson is slightly nudged to the side.
Dr. Zayne.
In one smooth motion, the hand takes the phone, turns off the screen, and then places it back in Grayson's hand. Oh my god, rude.
Shansha Hospital was built a long time ago. It's not uncommon for their flux stabilizers to experience malfunctions. As for the patient's biopsy results, they need to be further analyzed along with other reports. It's too early to jump to any conclusions.
But as a hunter, we should still be checking this out. You know, we'll want to be prepared going in there. Want to see what I need to protect you guys against? I lock eyes with Zayne. He stands before me with one hand resting on the handle of his suitcase. Good morning, Dr. Zayne. I hold up a paper bag. Do you want a black tea cake or egg sandwich? You can only choose one. Cake sounds good.
I'll have the cake.
Yes. Zayne does have a sweet tooth. That's so cute.
Did you arrive at the airport early to buy breakfast?
When did I ever say that? I retrieve my suitcase from behind a chair and proudly present my ID as a hunter escort to Zayne. Surprise! Contrary to my expectations, I see no traces of astonishment in Zayne's expression. Instead, he calmly hands me a hot latte. Wait, did he know?
Have you ever thought about who approved and signed your escort application?
Man, there goes my... Oh. Dang it, Captain Jenna totally blew up our surprise. It's weird drinking and then seeing my model drink. Because, like, that totally mimics my lips, too. And so, I don't know. It kind of weirds me out a little bit. How good it is. The flight takes several hours. Eventually, the plane lands at Changsha Airport. Several hours. Okay, so we're, like, far away. Boarding the shuttle sent by Changsha Hospital, the medical team immediately heads to their destination. The chief of surgery, his hair already starting to gray, exchanges pleasantries with Zayne before quickly delving into a discussion about the patient.
They're on ECMO. After the open heart surgery, adhesions began to develop. And this morning, we saw the crystals spreading. They're very close to the lungs now.
Eesh.
Then we'll have to perform surgery as soon as possible.
Zayne quickly flips through the patient's medical record while putting marks on the paper.
Crystal extraction is already a complex procedure. Those adhesions, we're worried the patient won't be in a stable condition while under anesthesia.
Oof.
This is our only option. We must perform this.
Oops.
Let's reassess the patient's health and proceed once his physical condition allows it.
A few hours later, the surgical lights are turned on in the operating room. The rhythmic sound of medical equipment reverberate. Led by Zayne, a team of medical staff focuses on the surgery at hand. I couldn't imagine being a surgeon. Well, I mean, working in the medical field in general, I just could not. But, just like operating on someone for like 6 to 8 hours. On it, a pair of hands uses a scalpel to meticulously remove tiny crystals. Also wearing like 4 pairs of gloves. Oh, that was Zayne. For ensuring there's no unusual activity, I make my way back to the glass.
Dr. Zayne is brave for taking on such a risky case.
Captain Willow.
We meet again.
We do? During my previous visit to Changsha City, we worked together. After exchanging formalities, she shows me the updated data. In a matter of seconds, the record of Wanderer's recent activities appears on my watch built-in 3D map. It managed to traverse the entire city in 5 minutes. Never seen a Wanderer move that fast before. Captain Jenna said there's no clear image of the Wanderer yet. Do you have any new leads?
We did some comparisons. Aside from the protocurves not aligning, the Wanderer closely resembles Mist.
But if you look at all the data, the traits of this Wanderer exhibits are different from the Mists I've seen.
Yeah. I don't know what got into it, and how it managed to hide so well.
Perhaps the ether core made it mutate or something.
That doesn't make sense. How did that even happen?
Suddenly, discussion erupts next to us. It draws my and Will's attention to the screen. Scale-like tiny crystal is slowly being peeled away from the edge of a blood vessel.
Surgeons have some steady hands, huh?
Yeah, not me. Crystal. It's exactly like the ones in the monsters in the N109 zone. Zayne must have noticed it too. Retaining my composure, I immediately look at him. Under the surgical cap, his eyes remain calm and focused. He continues with the procedure until the crystal is placed onto the surgical tray.
Does it look alright on the ultrasound? Yes, it came off. Any bleeding? No. Let's wrap it up.
Applause erupts throughout the observation room, and relief washes over me. However, I feel a strange, unusual tremor in my chest. Something is rapidly expanding. Metaflux! The alarm from the flux stabilizers resounds throughout the entire operating room. Captain Willow and I exchange a look and immediately get to work. She starts evacuating the spectators while I run to the intercom. Zayne, a wanderer is about to appear. You need to move.
Dr. Zayne, the patient's blood pressure is dropping.
Ah!
Increase the adrenaline to 0.1 micrograms.
The alarm becomes louder. I immediately pull out my gun and aim at the area where the energy fluctuation has peaked. The faint energy fluctuation dissipates, yet the tremors I feel in my chest show no sign of subsiding. Zayne, you need to leave, or else it'll be too late.
The patient's vitals are unstable. Moving them isn't feasible right now.
Through the glass, Zayne looks up at me, his gaze as calm as ever.
Can you suppress the accumulating metaflux with your evil?
I meet Zayne's gaze that carries a subtle attempt to comfort me. My attention turns to Grayson and the others who are visibly worried. They wait for my response. I'll do my best.
Give me 5 minutes. Let's continue.
Are we gonna fight alone? Oh, okay. What? Using my evil and the flux stabilizers, I successfully buy the necessary time for Zayne to finish suturing. When the surgery ends, the metaflux suddenly dissipates, as if what happened earlier was an illusion. Other medical staff will handle the follow-up procedures. I change out of my sterile suit. Just as I'm catching my breath, Zayne pulls me into the lounge where no one's around.
Give me your left hand. I'll do a quick evil examination.
Zayne sits down a metal tray, picks up a cotton ball soaked in medicine, and begins to disinfect my hand. I'm fine. I might have overdone it, but my use of evil is better than before.
While that is how you feel, I suggest waiting for the results and listening to what your primary care physician has to say. Also,
Fair. Full sensation emanates from the palm of my hand as he holds my fingers. He applies patches to each one. Oh, did I really get hurt?
you should be well aware that the metaflux earlier wasn't something an ordinary wanderer could generate.
You knew since the beginning.
Don't tell me you actually believed I thought you were a hunter escort whose sole purpose is to protect us.
Oh, he sensed that... okay. Of course. You and Dr. Noah have known about the existence of ether cores for a while now. Straightening my posture, I start thinking. You noticed it during the surgery, right? That crystal was very similar to the sample I gave you. I'm almost 100% sure the wanderer that attacked this patient is related to the ether core. It's possible the ether core made those monsters in the N109 zone transform into their current state.
Not necessarily.
The examination machine beeps. Zayne observes the fluctuating numbers displayed on the screen as he continues to speak.
The ether core shouldn't be what's causing the mutations. Your heart's integration with one is a perfect example. Given the extent of the mutation you've described, I'm more inclined to believe that someone attempted to be smart but ended up failing in the process.
Ah, okay. Are you saying someone is responsible for the appearance of those monsters and this patient's condition?
I'm merely speculating. Don't forget, in this world, many forces covet the ether core. You haven't met all of them yet.
You're right.
All is well.
Machine beeps, which indicates the end of the examination. Zayne carefully removes the patches from my hand and puts them away. In the quiet room, the second hand of the wall clock moves quietly, bucking the faint light enveloping us. I can't help but yawn. Oh no. Oh my god. I'm super allergic to yawns. Even just saying it, thinking about it will make me do it. I told you I was fine. If I have to stay, there's a problem. And I'm feeling a little tired now.
Watching a surgery must have been boring.
Oh god. Not at all. It's actually my first time seeing you perform surgery. You looked cool. Surgeries, like observing them, it's like both boring and anxiety inducing for me. I don't know. Taking a paper bag from the table, he settles on one side of the couch. He grabs a sandwich and pulls it apart with his clean hands.
The hospital cafeteria is closed. We'll have to make do with what's available to us.
While the chaos has subsided, the persistent scent of disinfectant lingers in my nostrils. While my body is tired, my mind is still excited. I decided to direct my excess energy to the surgeon himself. Weren't you listening to me before? Someone said he'll learn to accept compliments from others.
I accept your compliment.
The sandwich bread is already flat and no longer looks appetizing. With the finesse of a seasoned chef, Zayne lifts the bread and removes the greasy bacon. He then proceeds to discard the wilted lettuce, leaving only the ham slices, red cabbage, and shredded pork that have withstood the test of time. Today will be very memorable for me. Not only did I see you perform surgery for the first time, I also had the privilege of observing a sandwich undergo surgery. That's right. Well, does he not really like bacon, or does he just not want to eat it?
I've just removed the parts that experienced excessive nutrient loss and would have impacted digestion.
Is nutrition one of the things you research? Is there anything Dr. Zayne can't master?
I have to admit that when it comes to accepting compliments, I'm not very good in front of you.
That's okay.
But I suppose there's a chance for you to teach me in person.
Looking at me with a meaningful expression, Zayne places the surgery-affected sandwich into my hand. He then pulls out his phone. Baffled, I lean in and watch as Zayne taps on a message notification. He opens up a new medical team group chat which was created earlier today. Grayson has shared a group photo there, where the medical staff, their smiles tinged with weariness, hold glass vessels that are visibly cracked. Were these cracked by the energy I couldn't contain when I lost my target? Huh.
You overdid it, yes. But the medical staff said you're the most surprising hunter they've ever seen.
I don't need to go that far. Embarrassed, I sheepishly laugh. I quickly shift my attention to eliminating the sandwich. Before Zayne can speak, his phone abruptly starts ringing.
Hello?
On hearing the voice on the other end, Zayne freezes. Surprise appears on his face.
The patient woke up?
Huh? That was pretty soon. this the last one? When Zayne, Grayson, and I arrive at the entrance to the ICU, a nurse approaches us.
Do you know why he regained consciousness so quickly?
We're not sure. He shouldn't have woken up already. Look at this, Dr. Zayne. All his vital signs are improving.
Zayne and Grayson change into sterile suits and enter the ward. I wait outside.
Can you hear me? Do you remember where we are? Look at my finger.
I really wasn't expecting him to save the patient when they were at death's door.
Mr. Carter?
Hello. We meet again, miss.
With the sudden appearance of Carter, I cautiously step to the side. However, he greets me with a smile. He raises both of his hands. Oh, is he after my core?
I wasn't following you.
Okay.
This patient happens to be an important client of Xander Sciences. After hearing about the incident, I decided to pay him a visit.
Okay. You weren't there when he was in critical condition. I don't think he's that important to you.
What do you mean?
He leans against the wall and casually looks at the glass door. Ugh.
If it weren't for Xander Sciences, his fragile heart would have stopped a long time ago. What we're pursuing is far more stunning and ambitious than these petty solutions.
Yeah. He got that villain stance. Is that so? Observing my indifferent reaction, Carter furrows his brow. A hint of disappointment appears on his face.
Aren't you curious about the kind of work we're doing?
I'm not. He shakes his head, and his usual pretentious smile graces his face again.
It's okay. You'll be interested someday. After all, only Xander Sciences can provide answers to the questions about your heart.
Frowning, I suppress the urge to ask more. I redirect my attention back to the ward.
Hey, Dr. Zayne wants you inside.
Okay. Grayson hurriedly walks... Wait, us? Inside the surgical suite? Grayson hurriedly walks out and hands me a sterile suit. Okay,
Excuse me, this is the ICU. For the patient's sake, we kindly request that unrelated individuals leave.
Yeah, hell yeah. Get him, Grayson. Having no intention of paying any more attention to Carter, I change into the sterile suit and enter the room. A man lying down on the bed has his eyes half open. His voice is weak yet infused with tangible excitement.
I'm back. I'm back.
Wow, what a great recovery.
All his vital signs appear to be normal. However, under normal circumstances, a person wouldn't recover this quickly.
A normal person wouldn't, but maybe a person with the world's greatest doctor on hand. As Zayne talks, he directs a meaningful look at me.
More anomalies may occur. Stay on your toes.
Acknowledging his warning, I nod. I move to the bed, introduce myself, and state the purpose of my visit. I then proceed to ask questions. Davis, you said you're back. Where were you?
It trapped me. I couldn't get out.
Huh.
It was like a nightmare. I couldn't wake up.
Turn on my watch and pull up a picture of mist. When you say it, do you mean this?
Yes. It was that thing. It was inside of me. But it wasn't.
Suddenly, the vital signs monitor starts beeping loudly. The man on the bed begins convulsing as if something started choking him. Metaflux! Zayne! I quickly pull up my gun and sense a more intense fluctuation. It surges and engulfs the entire room instantly.
Grayson, transfer the patient to another room and prepare for resuscitation.
Unexpectedly, a rift appears and reveals the shadowy figure of a wanderer. Moving myself to the front of the bed, I point my gun at the wanderer. However, it disappears in the blink of an eye. A second later, it materializes like a phantom in another location.
Hey, behind you.
Evading its slash, I aim my gun at the center of the fluctuation. However, a tremor overwhelms my chest. feel like we shouldn't be shooting inside a hospital. I barely feel any pain. Only a dense white fog surges before me and obscures my vision. The ward dissipates as if my surroundings are transforming into another realm. The last thing I see is Zayne rushing towards me. Zayne, watch out! Oh, it's his nightmare. It's coming true! Oh. It feels as though my body is plummeting into a thick fog. This sensation of my weightlessness threatens to push my heartbeat out of my chest. Amidst the chaos, I muster all my strength to find something, anything to hold on to. And after what feels like forever, my feet touch solid ground. My surroundings become clear. Bathed in dim, feeble light, a long corridor appears before me. Its ends remained hidden in the mist. Am I at the hospital? No. I feel a faint tremor in my chest. A familiar energy fluctuation surges with the mist. It drags me somewhere. This fluctuation is from an ether core. I'm probably in the Wanderer's protofield. As I stand in the empty space, the sound of approaching footsteps reaches my ears. Turning around, I notice a dark figure. Zayne? An onslaught of sharp ice crystals materialize around me. They're ready to pierce my heart. The ground beneath me disappears, and I find myself falling into a sense of weightlessness again. As I float in this void, blurred lights and sounds rush past me like an avalanche. Within the boundless darkness, it's as if a pair of hands is gently lifting my tired soul. I struggle to open my eyes. After feeling my steady heartbeat for several seconds, I sit up on the bed.
You're awake.
At the floor-to-ceiling window stands a figure wearing black clothing. He turns around. Behind him are dilapidated buildings and the sunset's tender light. Zayne. The figure takes another step, his appearance nearly overlapping with the dark figure I had seen before. I move back.
How are you feeling?
After hesitating for a moment, I reach out and touch his cheek. I trace his eyebrows and the contours of his face. I recognize the features I know so well. In this silence, he remains motionless. He just looks at me. I'm fine. I think I just had a dream. Perhaps it's the influence of the protofield that caused me to have those strange illusions. Shaking my head to clear my thoughts, I shift my focus to the room. The cracked grayish walls enclose a space where a sofa, holographic screen, refrigerator, and various functional home appliances exist in close proximity. It looks like the home of someone who struggles with living a normal life.
Do you remember what happened in the ward?
The wanderer that suddenly appeared, the tremor in my heart, and Zayne running toward me. Memories gradually find their way back to my mind. Are we still in the Wanderer's protofield?
Yes.
Following Zayne's gaze, I get up from the bed and join him in looking out the window. As the final remnants of twilight vanish, the city stands before us under a light blue sky. Its desolation is evident. This place is a rusted skeleton of its former self. And although it's faint, the energy fluctuations around us are similar to an ether core's. The Wanderer's protocore must possess an ether core's energy. But in my dream, it's as if the chill from those ice crystals still lingers in the air. I grip my arms more tightly.
You're awake now. Remember that whatever you dreamt about was only a dream.
A blanket is draped over my shoulders. I reach out, but he walks away before I can touch him. Zayne opens the refrigerator, revealing a collection of peculiar bottles with mysterious liquids and a jar half filled with chocolate. After opening the jar, he offers a few pieces to me, their packaging unexpectedly fancy. I'm not hungry.
According to my perception of time, you've been unconscious for 2 days.
Oh, jeez. What?
If you don't eat or drink something, I'm afraid you won't have the energy to find the Wanderer.
The scent of chocolate saturates the air and ignites my appetite. What if the Wanderer launches a surprise attack while we're resting? Despite my words, I find myself sinking into the worn-out couch. I unwrap the chocolates with Zayne. This sounds so good. Chocolates sound good. I look up and my gaze falls upon a bit of vibrant green on a desk. The flower pot with a jasmine in it. It sticks out like a sore thumb in the desolate world. While the branches and leaves retain their green hue, the stem has already started to wither. Is it normal to see jasmines in a wanderer's protofield?
What are you implying?
The patient who was attacked by the wanderer fell into a nightmare. They were trapped in their own dream. In other words, the environment we're currently seeing in the protofield must be a manifestation of someone's dream. And I don't remember ever seeing anything here. This is your dream? So this is your dream.
Are there any comments you'd like to make about it?
Even in a world as broken as this, chocolate still exists. I expected nothing less from you.
Shouldn't you be saying something like, "Thank goodness it's Zayne's dream. We can still eat chocolate."
I think that's what we just said. Zayne, who's wearing nothing but black clothes, appears somewhat strange. Maybe this is how he sees himself in his dreams.
I have dreamt of this place. However, the jasmine hasn't wilted yet, and the world itself isn't in such a dilapidated state.
Is this the nightmare you've been having then? Zayne is quiet for a while before responding in a soft voice.
Yes.
Don't be scared. Dreams are the opposite of reality. I offer the unwrapped chocolate to his lips. Try it. Who knows? Maybe the chocolate in your nightmares doesn't even taste like chocolate. He lowers his head and eats the chocolate.
It's carrot flavored.
I don't hate carrots personally, but like, wow. Liar. True nightmare. He looks out the window again where the silhouette of a bird flies across a darkening sky.
Since dreams are the opposite of reality, perhaps I'm not a doctor in this one.
A lot of bird imagery throughout this whole series. Oh my god, this arc is so long. I have to go to bed. I cannot wait to stay up any later. Ugh. Beyond stretch.
There's so much text. And it's nothing but annotations. A diagram would be clearer. You're taking the initiative to call me over? I like that.
Okay, wait. Ah! Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm sorry, Caleb. I'm sorry.
Try our special blend. Interesting.
Oh my god.
Why do you look so surprised? Relax. I'm just a normal customer who wants some coffee.
Certainly. You should eat more at lunch. That's how you ensure you have enough energy to mess around with me. What are you eating? The spaghetti at a nearby old diner is good. I go there sometime. Silas eats spaghetti. Good to know. I'm allergic to that. Let's have spaghetti. Go eat. But I'll admit this guessing game isn't bad. It's more interesting than I thought. Ah! Oh yeah. Just Doki Doki. What? Jesus! Man, I don't think Silas does not need any coffee. It is calming. Nope, no, it's not. What? Oh my god. You keep poking it. Are you aiming for my heart or something?
It's not as great a burden as you think it is. It's merely the weight of a suit jacket. Easily managed. When you touch me like that next time, let me know in advance. My bullets don't have the time to tell the difference between kindness and malice.
It is good to stay on your guard around me. When you say you're going to get your hands on me, you mean you'll cut the lifeline on my palm? Wait.
Do people in Lincoln say hello by touching each other's stomachs?
I was wondering if he's going to be ticklish. That's so cute! Okay, wait, how do we turn him around again?
Taking a step back while locking eyes with someone either means you're conceding or preparing for another attack.
It's Saturday.
I heard you'll be leaving soon.
Oh, Silas. Don't worry, you'll be coming with me. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Everyone, you have a good day. And if you're gonna go sleep, you sleep well too. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil.